Welcome to the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Football, rankings, debates, dad stuff with your host, Justin Williams and Matt Renshaw.
And welcome everyone to the Week 12 edition of the Dynasty Dads Podcast. I am your host, Justin Encroachment Williams. And with me, as always, my good friend, Matt Renshaw. Matt, how are you?
That's a good one, encroachment.
Yep. I thought it was new.
Do you know what that means? Like, do you know what the penalty is, or you just know that it's a penalty?
What? What are you doing? You don't think I know what encroachment is?
The way you're acting now, no.
No, it's when the defense jumps the line.
Okay. Yeah. You're right, yeah. Okay.
Come on, man.
Making sure you know what you're calling here.
I like how you put me on blast, top of the show. That's great.
You know, that's the change. You put me on blast a lot, so just kind of returning the favor.
The difference is you deserve it.
No, false.
So, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah. I love Thanksgiving.
Really?
You don't?
It's okay. I'm that sick American that likes the shopping part of Thanksgiving.
I go shop, but I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to go. Like, I like the food part of Thanksgiving.
It's whatever. I get good food all year round. I'm American.
But you don't get to eat turkey. Are you a turkey or a ham family for Thanksgiving?
We're a turkey family.
Okay.
But I would be A-okay with ham.
Instead of turkey?
Yeah.
I'm okay if turkey and ham are being served.
I don't think I've ever been any Thanksgiving dinner or lunch or whatever where they're both being served. I don't have it like that.
Come to my family's Thanksgiving this year. My parents are
at the Renshaw
ham
mansion, huh?
and Thanksgiving or ham and turkey. Yeah. My mom said Javi's having a deal where you buy a ham, you get a turkey for free. So we're having both.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I said, all right, cool. So, yeah, we're having both. I am a turkey guy. I'll eat ham, but you got to have turkey on Thanksgiving. Easily the favorite side dish is stuffing.
Are you doing any of the Thanksgiving shopping at all?
We'll probably go shopping on like Thanksgiving night or whatever when stuff opens.
Black Friday? You do the Black Friday thing?
Is it like Brown Thursday? Is that what it's called? Or
I don't know what to call it.
I've gone the last couple years. My wife really likes to go and check out the sales. Before I met her, I'd never gone. So we've gone the last few years. It's okay. We usually get a couple good things. Like I get DVDs real cheap. Some video games.
DVDs are for suckers, Matt. You don't buy DVDs.
They're $2.
Don't buy them. I'd rather get a soda.
I'd rather get a DVD for a car ride for my children who scream unless there's something on in front of them.
Just get them a iPad or something.
So they can break the multi-$100 iPad.
Man, they're durable.
I can buy a $40 portable DVD player.
We bought Carson an iPad, I think, last year.
Yeah.
Best investment ever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna buy my kid an iPad.
She's got an iPad 2 to sell you.
And 1. Yeah. Not gonna do that. You got any kid stories?
No, not
Carson
really.
breaking iPad this week?
No. We have this week we have Thanksgiving. At my family's side, we have her family's Thanksgiving. We have her family's like Friendsgiving. You and I had a Friendsgiving.
We did have a Friendsgiving. Yep.
At a good friend's house, a brother-in-law's house.
Yeah.
Sisters.
Good. He was a friend before he was a brother-in-law. I think he used you to get to your sister.
And it's weird again. It's weird again.
Anyway.
So yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of food. Definitely gonna gain weight.
Food?
I'm gonna gain weight for sure, which isn't a shocker, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I got a big trip.
Turkey's a lean meat.
Yeah.
You're good.
Not if you have like 4 helpings of it. It's not.
What's your trip?
I'd rather not say it on the air, but we're gonna go somewhere where it's gonna be a lot of walking. So I'll talk about it after we get back.
Nice.
But it'll be fun. So yeah. But that's really, I mean, I don't really have any family stories unless you do. You got anything to talk about?
Yeah, we have started potty training our youngest, who's going to be 2 in February. So what's she, like 20 months? Yeah, 20 months.
2, yeah, okay.
She's going to be 2 in February. She's potty training. Day 1 was awful. We had like 3 successful attempts. Day 2 was worse. We had 1 successful attempt. Today was day 3. She went 5 for 7.
Hey, there you go.
So we're getting there. She's still trying to figure out how to time her droppings.
Nice.
I don't know how to use the...
Nice.
Yeah. Her number 2s are a little hard, but yeah, not too hard, if you know what I'm saying. Because you don't... like, that's unhealthy to have really hard. Anyway, so she's getting good with going pee, but struggling with the other stuff.
Just going to let that sit there.
That's fine. Go ahead.
That
Waft
reminds
it
me,
around.
I forgot to tell you. I think it was last week. We went to my son's basketball game, and there was a big, not a brawl, but a big argument between the ref and the opposing coach.
Nice.
All sorts of upset.
Really?
Yelling.
In
front
like
of,
8-year-old basketball,
8-year-old
where they don't call
basketball.
travels, and
There's
do they
no
keep
score.
score?
There's no
then
score.
what does it matter?
There's no score. There's you have to play zone defense. You can't play man-to-man.
my
You can't play
goodness.
full court.
It's not football.
It's unbelievable.
basketball.
This guy freaked out.
The coach or the ref?
The coach. He
About
yelled
what?
at the by the way, the teenager that's doing referee.
Right.
Acting as the referee, because it was like 2 minutes left in the game and the coach was upset because the referee, he claimed, wasn't calling fouls and making Carson's team play the way that he was making the coach's team play. Because like when you do defense, obviously you have to have your hands straight up when they have the ball. You can't hover over them, which those kids at that age do.
Yeah.
And then you can't like double team a kid,
Okay.
and you can't steal.
Oh my goodness.
So
This is not basketball.
If you pass it, well, they're teaching fundamentals first. So if you pass it and you get in the way of it, you can take it. That's a steal. But you can't. If they're like dribbling, you can't reach in to get the ball.
Okay.
That's the rule. So this guy,
my goodness. Okay.
this guy like walks onto the court like he's Bobby Knight and like
He'd throw a chair.
flips out. I thought he was, and the referee's like leader
The head.
is this big guy.
Yeah.
And he don't take nothing. Like he's a really straightforward guy.
Yeah.
He gets right up in the coach's face like, Coach, there's no score, Coach. Are you telling me your guys aren't doing that too? He's just like, oh man, it was so good. You had to be there.
Hope the accent isn't that bad.
It's pretty close. They're yelling, and the ref's getting really annoyed by it because he's trying to tell him to settle down.
like,
And this
dude.
guy will not settle. This guy's like this skinny, glasses, hat
I'm getting
everywhere.
paid $5 a game.
Not getting
Get out of
paid at
my
all to be a
face.
coach.
No, but the ref.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, phones are out.
Oh yeah. Everyone wants to have the next
everyone's-
viral video.
Everyone's recording. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I'm just like, dude, sit down.
You're not coaching, right? You have in the past.
I did in the past, but now, no.
Okay. You couldn't teach them to stand there with their hands up and not steal the ball and all those awesome rules that
Well,
they've
I
got.
had a baby coming too at
Oh,
the time, so
that's
it's like
true.
I rather would
All
help
right.
out with that.
Okay, I'll give you. Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Matt, it's week 12.
Yeah.
We're here.
Playoffs are coming.
Playoffs.
But they're coming.
Yeah.
Well, for some of us.
Oh, that hurt. I'm in the playoffs in all but my own league.
That's so funny.
Already locked in.
That's funny.
So your week 12 buys this week are only going to be the Chiefs and the Rams, and they deserve it after that amazing
Yeah.
Monday Night Football game. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It was like 90-some points in that game.
100 and some.
Was it?
It was 54 to
Unbelievable.
51. So
Just unbelievable. So you're not going to have Patrick Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill. who
Todd
had
Gurley.
Unbelievable performance. No Todd Gurley, no Goff, Reynolds.
Robert Wood.
Yeah, Robert Woods.
That's what I said. Woods.
You said Wood.
No, it doesn't. I said Robert Woods. That's what I
said Robert
say.
Wood.
Whatever.
Anywho. So big guys are
Yeah,
going to be
big
out.
names out. Yeah.
But your Turkey Day games, which as a reminder,
That's another reason why I like Thanksgiving.
football.
Football.
You have the Bears at the Lions,
Yep.
the Skins at the Cowboys,
Yeah.
and the Falcons at the Saints.
You want to do a pick 'em?
Sure, why not?
Give me the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Saints.
I am with you on literally all three of those.
They're probably all favorites.
They have to be. They
Yeah.
have to be. The Bears are so much better than the Lions are right now.
Yep.
So much better.
The Skins just lost Alex Smith. Falcons aren't as good as the Saints.
So it's official. You can't start a Buccaneers quarterback. Ryan Fitzmagic was benched again in favor of Jameis Winston. Somehow the wide receivers are still producing, but that is just redonkulous.
Is there a quarterback not named Ryan Fitzpatrick or Jameis Winston in Tampa Bay next year? Like, is that crazy to think?
No, I don't think it's crazy at all because they don't need wide receivers. They don't need a tight end. The offensive line could use some help. That defense could use some help.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they do at that position. I think that's a free agent place. You go get somebody.
There's some not very. Sam Bradford going to come start for.
Is Brock Osweiler
Tampa Bay.
available?
Yeah. Brocktober.
I don't know if it's really that big of a downgrade.
Only in Brocktober. I don't know. I have a feeling that neither one are back, but you agree with me. So
In other Bucks news, O.J. Howard's breakout season is officially over. O.J. tallied
Jones
34 catches for 565 yards and 5 touchdowns. Cameron Brate time in Tampa.
Yep.
The Bucks play the Niners this week, who are very poor against the tight end.
Yeah.
You starting Brate?
Yeah.
You like Brate the rest of the way?
I do like Brate the rest of the way.
Okay.
He's gonna show up later in the show, but yes, absolutely, I like Brate the rest of the way. I like Brate before the season started. I mean, there's an article out there that I've written that said Brate's the most underrated player on Tampa Bay's team and how he should be considered a starter. He's always finished in the top 12 at tight end the last 2 years. I think he'll finish there again this year.
Okay. I like, for the record, I like Brate too. I don't know if he's going to be. Yeah, he's got to be startable.
You always tell me I'm a downer. Like here's an example of a guy that I'm high on that I think will do well, and he's going to step into a position where he's already had success.
Yeah. No, I'm not hating on it. I don't hate it at all.
So, yeah.
In other news, Alex Smith is Joe Theismann. Theismann is Smith. The Redskins quarterback fractured his fibula and tibia last week and is absolutely out for the season. Alex Smith is 34 years old, and considering him a lock for Week 1, 2019, is questionable at best. Alex Smith is under contract through 2022. So, now, the Redskins must turn to good old boy Colt McCoy. Hard to believe he's 32 already.
Yeah.
McCoy really hasn't looked that bad as a fill-in, I guess. But is he worthy of a start in Superflex leagues?
Yes.
Okay. Does this really hurt any of the pass catchers in Washington?
Actually, I think it helps. I think it helps Jordan Reed a lot.
Okay.
Did you see what Jordan Reed did after Alex Smith got hurt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Jordan Reed now. I think Colt McCoy's going to look to check down a lot. And there's Jordan Reed, if he can stay healthy, which he's done surprisingly this year. So I really like Reed because of this injury.
Okay.
Did you see that Alex Smith, with the injury, like Theismann, 30 years to the day?
Isn't that crazy?
To the day.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Yeah, and it's, you and I talked about it off the air, is that a career? And the only reason it's not is because of that contract.
Well, yeah. I mean, Alex Smith could decide, I'm done. Like,
he could.
The contract's not...
Or he could just stay with an NFL staff that could help him out with this injury.
Right, yeah.
And still get paid.
Yeah.
So I don't see why that would be a career yet. But yeah, and you made a really good point. They're going to be spending the money on Alex Smith that they're not going to be able to use for quite a while.
Right.
That they could have gave to Cousins.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah, but that relationship was busted. I mean, the money it was weird that they traded for Smith, signed Smith to this huge deal, and Cousins was like, I would have taken that money. Like, you franchise tagged me twice. You paid me more money than you needed to. I would have signed a deal similar to the one that Smith got. But now Cousins is having some success in Minnesota. So
with a much better,
lot better whippers.
Look at those weapons.
Whoa. Aren't those weapons scary?
Joe Flacco isn't expected back for Week 12, according to head coach John Harbaugh. So, look for rookie Lamar Jackson to get his second start of the season. Jackson rushed for 27 times.
He rushed for 27 times?
Well, he rushed 27 times for 117 yards and completed 13 of 19 passes for 150 yards and an interception.
Yes.
So, they beat the Bengals Week 11. Now, the Ravens play the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Is L-Jax worth a start?
In one quarterback leagues?
Standard.
It's there, yeah. The running, I mean, the rushing ability that he gives you is obviously something that's going to be appealing to a quarterback. He's not a run-first quarterback. I think that kind of gets...
Are you, really? I don't know.
I don't think he's a run-first quarterback. Did you watch him play?
They started off with like 13 straight designed run plays.
He looks down the field, he tries to make his completion, and then he looks to run. He's not a guy that looks to run and then maybe looks to pass. So I actually like Jackson's long-term ability, especially with the offensive coordinator that he's got that has shown success with quarterbacks like him. Vic had a lot of success with the same guy. So,
well, I know it's a very small sample size, but that was one thing that I hated this offseason was everybody compared Lamar Jackson to Mike Vick.
Yeah.
Everyone said Vick.
We've got a show where you
couldn't say Lamar Jackson without hearing the word Vick.
Yep.
And boy, if you were one of those people that said that though, after the one game,
pat yourself on the back.
You're feeling pretty good. Let's see if you can do it against a really poor defense like the Raiders 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
But I think Joe Flacco is going to lose his job. I think it's really evident this year.
When they picked him, everyone was like, "Oh, okay." So if the Ravens tank this year, don't do good, Jackson starts. I mean, and it was obvious that the following year they were going to either trade Flacco, which I think there could be a market for Flacco, or cut him. But if you can get something for a guy, it'd be better than just letting him go. Yeah, Jackson's the answer long-term in Baltimore.
Oh, easily. Let's talk a little bit about Dalvin Cook. What to do with Dalvin Cook?
This is easy.
He's only played in 5 games this season.
Yep.
And in that time, he's rushed for under 200 yards, received 125, fumbled twice, and has yet to score, which I found surprising. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying hit the panic button, but Cook is trending to be ranked crazy low next season compared to where he was in 2018. Is he not?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So next 3 games are Packers, at the Patriots, and then at the Seahawks. First of all, give me your opinion on Dalvin Cook the rest of the way.
Dude, you know my opinion on Dalvin Cook. I am so high on Dalvin Cook.
Is he a top 12 running back the rest of the way?
Yeah.
An auto start?
Yeah, I'm starting him where I've got him. Yeah, and I've got him lots of places. I think he had a bad week last week. Game plan didn't really play into it. First game back from an injury.
He just doesn't look right.
Second. His first full game back. What do you mean doesn't look? The game before he had a 70-yard run and he was fast.
They don't look right.
Game plan played into it. They passed all the second half. I don't know why they don't get him involved in the passing game, but I still like Cook. I expect a very good bounce-back game against Green Bay this week.
So let's play the who do you want the rest of the way game. We need a name for that. Dalvin Cook or Peyton Barber?
Cook.
Interesting. Dalvin Cook, Adrian Peterson?
Cook.
Interesting. Josh Adams?
Cook. I know. I was high on
Renshaw.
Josh Adams last week. Cook.
Jalen Richard had double digits in all but 3 games this season.
Yep.
Gus Edwards?
Cook. I don't even know if Gus Edwards is going to be the starter.
I know, and I didn't expect you to say Gus Edwards.
Did you expect me to say anybody on that list?
No, because I think you're going off of name value.
Okay, maybe.
Really?
I really like the guy.
I think Peyton Barber the rest of the way has a much better end of the season. And I think the same thing about Adrian Peterson, and I really think that way about Adams and Richard.
Wow.
The only
but
one I
not
don't,
Edwards?
Yeah.
The Gus Bus?
Yeah, I'm not
Not riding the Gus
wheels
Bus?
on that bus aren't going round and round for me yet. But
no, I like Cook. He's in a high-powered offense. He'll be okay.
I like to make it clear. I'm not saying trade away Dalvin Cook to go get Peyton Barber.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, rest of the way, Dalvin Cook doesn't look right, and I don't think we're going to see the true Dalvin Cook until next season.
This is why I'm buying.
For about 2 weeks, and then he gets
even
injured
if, like, if you can buy Dalvin Cook cheap right now, go buy him. I got in one league, I got him a couple weeks ago for 2 firsts. Another league, Superflex league, I traded for Dalvin Cook and Dak Prescott. I traded 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Like, Cook's value is dropping, and I'm buying everywhere I can.
Kerryon Johnson will not play Thanksgiving against the Burrs. LeGarrette Blount will carry the load. Matt, you rolling a Blount?
No.
Oh,
No. Give me some Theo.
disappointed.
Theo Riddick.
Thought you were going to be rolling Blount.
I'm not. They're going to pass. They're going to need to pass. Theo Riddick catches
I think Blunt's done okay without Kerryon Johnson in the lineup before.
Yeah, he has. But the Bears' defense is not somebody to mess around with.
No, he's not. That's the thing is it's a really bad matchup. Even if it was Kerryon Johnson, it would be a really bad matchup,
Right.
especially on a short week. You don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm completely with you. You'd have to be really desperate to start Blount here.
Yeah.
So let's see. You know, we mentioned it earlier. We might as well go here. Gus Edwards, the Gus Bus.
That's the one.
He's the truth.
What is that?
The truth? That's what the kids are saying. I play a lot of Call of
No,
Duty.
they're not.
17 rushes for 115 yards and a touch Sunday versus the Bengals. Only 23 years old, and 0 people started him here. Alex Collins notched 7 carries for a disappointing 18 yards.
Yep.
Collins has not racked up 100 yards from scrimmage in a single game this season.
That was one of your hot takes.
He was. Is Gus Edwards worth an ad? 100%, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Gus Edwards have some potential here to be more than just a next couple weeks guy,
Just a
flyer
guy.
guy?
If he is the starting running back for Baltimore, they have the easiest schedule for running backs the rest of the way. So, speculative ad, yes. If he gets that, you're hitting pay dirt. Even if he doesn't and he comes into a committee, they're still going to have nice matchups. He's obviously worth an ad everywhere, but I wouldn't add him going, oh, Le'Veon Bell sucks and he's not going to play for me, so I'm going to plug and play Gus Edwards every week.
I don't know, man. I'm borderline thinking you could start Gus Edwards like as an RB3 flex play because I like the upside here. They obviously like him better than Buck.
They just traded for Montgomery though to fill that Buck role.
Montgomery did what? 1 carry?
Yeah, he doesn't know the playbook.
Okay.
Maybe
So I like how when Josh Gordon went to the Patriots. Sorry, I didn't mean to break your computer.
What are you doing?
When Josh Gordon went to the Patriots, it was okay. He'd figure it out. But when Ty Montgomery goes and doesn't do anything, he doesn't know the playbook.
Josh Gordon didn't do anything and didn't know the playbook.
What?
You just said Josh Gordon went to the Patriots.
No, but that was the thing. Then you were like, oh yeah, he'll be okay.
He will be okay. Why do you not think Ty Montgomery would be okay?
Maybe Ty Montgomery's not that talented.
Maybe. I'm not going to argue that. Maybe he's not. But after a week, you can't say, "Oh, the guy not talented." Maybe he just didn't know the playbook.
No, I mean we've seen Montgomery play ball, and I've never really thought he was that talented.
He was like a running back 1
2 years ago.
Yeah, you can't say he's not talented. He was a running back 1. How many guys can say that in their career that they finished as a fantasy running back 1?
Quite a few. I'm sure quite a few could.
Well, there's 12 each year, there's
yeah.
usually some repeats in there. So
a couple of them.
Yeah, he's in a pretty distinguished club.
Demaryius Thomas may not be a fantasy relevant wideout in Houston.
No, what happened?
Held without a catch for the first time this season, and I just think it's intriguing to see a guy fall from a strong wide receiver 2 to this
to nothing
in just 11 weeks.
To nothing.
Demaryius is scheduled to be a free agent this offseason, by the way.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. It really is. I like Demaryius Thomas. I have a signed jersey in my basement. You've seen it.
Yeah, you do.
I hang it proudly.
Yep.
I love that jersey.
Do you?
Love the player.
I wondered if you were going to get rid of it or...
No, we can't.
I mean, you could.
Can't. No, can't. What's the play here with Demaryius Thomas? Do you just wait until he just withers up and dies?
No.
Not physically, but like fantasy-wise.
No, he'll be okay. He'll go somewhere next year that'll use him in that role.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He was performing better, obviously, but he wasn't performing that well with Denver and Case Keenum, which I know it's Case Keenum.
Yeah.
And now he's not performing with Deshaun Watson.
He's not the wide receiver 1.
No.
He's not. He's coming into a playbook that's not really designed for him. I mean, it's not. If he go as a free agent, if he goes somewhere that, hey, we want you, we're gonna fix our playbook for you. Like,
it's just scary.
They don't make that trade if Will Fuller doesn't get hurt.
I agree.
So and he's not Will Fuller
by far.
So I think it'll be okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. If you're playing for next year and you can get this guy cheap, you could get him. Like I wouldn't hate that move.
Oh, I'd give it a couple more weeks if your league doesn't allow trades.
Like the deadline's this week
for most
leagues.
For a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get Demaryius Thomas, I think Demaryius Thomas could be held for or had for next to nothing in the offseason.
Yeah. No. Yeah. As a free agent, that hype's gonna build.
He's gonna, like you said, he's gonna get signed somewhere. So like after the season's over, I think you can get Demaryius Thomas like for a 2022nd.
You know, Demaryius Thomas and Des Bryant signed their extensions the same
really?
offseason. Yeah.
Wow.
Neither one of them relevant now.
Relevant. Great point. Mr. Irrelevant, Trey Quinn caught 4 for 4 and 49 yards this week in his first game of the season.
Was he Mr. Irrelevant?
Yeah.
Oh.
He actually started at slot.
Cool.
Right. As a friendly reminder, his receiving line as a senior at SMU was 114 for 1236 for 13 touchdowns. Time to take notice?
Maybe.
Maurice Harris, who? That's what I say.
He's got Colt McCoy now.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he do that with Colt McCoy or do that with Alex Smith?
I don't know. I didn't watch the Skins game. You couldn't pay me.
Yeah, no. Take notice. Sure. I mean, I guess there's not anybody in that wide receiver room that's jumping out at you. But you said the same thing about Maurice Harris.
I did. I absolutely did. But then they moved Trey Quinn into that position that Maurice Harris was actually in, slot.
Yeah.
And I just think it might be a slot position. Like, it might just be a good position for that playbook.
Yeah, 4 catches.
I know, but it's his first start.
So he caught one ball a quarter.
Maybe this isn't a good subject for you, but there was a lot of people in 5-round deep rookie drafts.
Oh, yeah, that drafted him.
That loved Trey Quinn.
Yeah, of course.
Loved him.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't take notice. Doesn't matter.
Oh, come on.
You literally said this 2 weeks ago about Harris.
It's different. I think Trey Quinn's better than Maurice Harris. I'll say that right now.
If Maurice Harris is out there on the waiver, can I pick him up and trade him to you like I did?
You mean Trey Quinn?
Or if Trey Quinn's available, can I do it like I did with Maurice Harris?
I'd honestly, if I could redo it, I would consider it. Like, if I could redo it, I would much rather do that trade for Trey Quinn than I would have Maurice Harris.
I mean right now. Like, can I, if for this
How
week?
about I'll give you Maurice Harris and you give me Trey Quinn?
No, I want another late pick.
A 2023rd?
Yeah.
I might.
I
simply might. I'll have to think about that one
Let's
because I
do
feel
it.
like I'm too.
I'll look him up.
I'm pot committed now.
You are. You are.
Brandon LaFell, one of those wide receiver threes in Washington's going to break out. Brandon LaFell may have ruptured his Achilles, and it's looking like that's a season for him. While losing him isn't fantasy relevant, I get it. The situation might be Jordy Nelson's hobbled and Martavis Bryant tore his PCL. Don't ask me what that is because I don't know what a PCL is. Yeah.
It's like an MCL.
Marcel Aitman is the 24-year-old 7th-round rookie that made a little splash last week, catching 4 or 5 targets for 50 yards. But I guess the question is there anything here with Aitman or possibly even Seth Roberts for you?
Brandon
LaFell's out of the way. The guys in front of him are kind of, obviously on the downward spiral.
Yeah.
They're at least going to get opportunities, get reps.
Does this help Cook?
I like to think it does. I think Cook's a tight end 1 right now.
I do
rest
too.
of the way.
I do too. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Ooh.
I know.
Like, blah. Maybe they go out and, no, I'm not even going to say it.
In a deep league, deep rosters, aren't you rostering Aitman? Aren't you getting Aitman?
Yeah, deep league.
Just to see what you have.
Right. He's a rookie. See what, yeah.
And with John Gruden there, who the heck knows?
Man, I don't know what you're thinking, guy. Spider Y Banana Z.
Let's
I know that's wrong, so
let's keep getting gross.
Okay.
One of the grossest backfields right now is definitely the Raiders. So Lynch is out for the year. Doug Martin suffered an ankle injury and is questionable. He was out the second half of the game last week. And he's also suffering from a whole Doug Martin problem. But we have Jalen Richard.
You're the big muscle hamster guy. That's your boy.
Richard caught 3 or more passes in every game but 1 this season.
Yep.
He's a definite part of that offense.
Yep.
But he just can't score to save his life. He has 0 touchdowns.
Yep.
Only 25. He's in a contract year. Josh
Gruden.
Yeah, Josh Gruden. Gruden is talking him up. Behind him is DeAndre Washington, a guy many liked in 2016 when he was drafted, but really has done nothing to convince anyone that he's a future starter in the league.
Yeah.
Matt, with Lynch, Martin, and Richard all scheduled to not be with the Raiders organization in 2019, are there any of these guys worth buying now in hopes they land in a favorable spot? Lynch, Martin, and Richard.
If I had to pick one, I'd say Richard. I don't think Lynch comes back. I think we call it a career. If he does come back, he comes back for Oakland, going to Vegas. But if I had to pick one, yeah, Richard. I mean, he's 24, he's young. You said he catches passes. I like guys that catch passes. Maybe he'll go to a backfield that will use him more. But that's all gross. That's all gross.
It is gross. So I know there's a lot of people that are hoping for Washington. Let's say DeAndre Washington is still a Raider, which he's scheduled to be.
Le'Veon Bell makes sense for these Raiders.
Absolutely. But if they don't get another vet and they go out and draft a rookie, do you like Washington when his only competition is a rookie?
No.
Even then, so you're completely outside of the Washington bandwagon, right? You're not even 1 foot in.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, if he's the RB1, obviously you got to take notice, but he's not an RB1 that I would like.
It just, if that's a situation, it stinks of Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones.
Yeah, but hopefully they get a better rookie running back than Ronald Jones.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe the Bucks will trade Ronald Jones, and then they'll sign Le'Veon.
I like it. I like it a lot.
There you go.
All signs point to Josh Allen starting Sunday against the Jags. We haven't witnessed the greatness that is Josh Allen, by the way, since week 6.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah. Allen has yet to throw 2 touchdowns in a single game. Matt Barkley impressed in the last Bills game by completing 60% of his passes, 230 yards, and a couple of TDs.
Yeah.
Matt, quarterback controversy?
No. No.
What if, you know what would be fun? What if Matt Barkley is signed to the Giants, like this offseason, and then it's like Barkley to Barkley? That'd be fun, would it not? The New York Barkleys?
They can sign Charles, too?
Oh, my God. As like a coordinator or something. It's like, hey, just come help us out.
Yeah.
Barkley calling in the plays to Barkley. Hands off to Barkley. New York Barkley.
Why is yeah, maybe. What does Chuck know about football? Chuck barely knows it. There's one. There it is, yeah. I'll tell you what, Shaq.
He just carries a basketball around with him and just throws it at the back of somebody's head. Just every game. All right. Let's see. We got 2 more stories here. We got It's time to wake up. Jakeem the Dream Grant. He's been placed on IR for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Season-ending lower leg injury. The third-year wide receiver should be ready for the 2019 season. And, his numbers weren't electric, but he was a bit of a playmaker for the Dolphins, and next year is a contract year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Is he worth a stash for you in deep leagues at all?
In deep leagues. I'm not going to pick him up in a standard league. They've still got Devontae Parker.
Yeah, but I think that whole offense gets a nice little turnover this.
Do you think they're firing Gase?
I don't know. I don't think it'd be. I think Tannehill going down is going to kind of save him. Like they're going to say, well, that's your excuse,
right?
But I don't know.
But
I feel
October.
Like they don't have a wide receiver. I think they're going to get a rookie, or maybe Demaryius Thomas.
Maybe, yeah. That
I kind of like
that one. Makes sense.
Demaryius Thomas is like a Jarvis Landry light, kind of. Would you say that?
No.
Is that crazy?
Yes. Demaryius Thomas is a big guy.
In other Dolphins news, so is Jarvis Landry. Ryan Tannehill is going to be returning Week 12, and the Dolphins play Indy.
Well, it's November now, so October's over.
Yeah,
Get back to Tannehill.
So I got kind of just a random record alert. Just want to kind of throw this out there, random dad stat.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and move on.
All right.
Juju Smith-Schuster finally turned 22 years old. Well, he turns 22 years old this Thursday.
Okay.
He's amassed the most receptions, 122. The most receiving yards, 1,783. Before turning 22 years old in NFL history.
Cool.
Over 100 yards receiving in 5 games this season.
Good for him.
Is there a price for Juju Smith-Schuster?
Yeah.
If you had Juju, what would it take to get him off of your roster? Breaking records over here. And I know you're scared about the whole
I've
Big
mentioned
Ben,
this before.
Antonio
Big Ben,
Brown.
AB gone. I'd trade him. Obviously, everybody has a price for me.
But that's a tough one because I don't think the Odell owner is not going to give you that for, Juju straight up.
No, but
I don't think you can get an elite running back 1 for Juju straight up.
But you could get. Is it crazy to think you could get 2 first-round picks and Cooper Kupp for Juju?
No, I don't think it's crazy. I don't think I would do it, but I don't think it's crazy.
Cooper Kupp's young, 2 first-round. If you're looking to rebuild, I don't know. I don't think that's a crazy ask.
It's kind of a tough situation, I know, without actually looking at rosters and looking at
I'd move
everybody's
him. I'd move everybody. I mean, everybody has a price. At least for me. I mean, I've made some pretty big trades. You've been a part of them.
Huh?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, it'd be stupid for me to go, no, this guy's off limits. Like, I hate when people do that, too, in trades. You got anybody off limits? Yeah, I'm not trading this guy. Well, you have 3 wins. So clearly that guy's not helping you win. You can lose with just as many times as you can win with the guy.
Sometimes trades don't make sense. Sometimes you have a game plan and you just go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
That's my biggest pet peeve is nope, can't trade that guy. Well, you're not going to be in the playoffs. You haven't ever been in the playoffs. You need to make a trade.
Throwing shade, Matt. Are you?
I'm not throwing shade.
Do you have your Renshaw Renegades ready?
I do.
Are they locked and loaded?
They're good to go.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick.
We had a big week last week, Renegades.
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about it after the break.
Okay.
Yeah, the Renegades. Renshaw's Renegades.
Let's recap last week. Josh Reynolds and Josh Adams. Josh squared. Josh Reynolds went out, had a game of his life, put up 20 points. Blew up. Wide receiver 3 in L.A. And Josh Adams looking like the RB1 in Philly for the rest of the way. Put up 16 points. Could be a weekly start for the playoffs. I mean, that high-powered offense. So this week's Renegades, I'm going to go for the easy one. I'm going to take an easy one this week, Justin. Cameron Brate, owned in 49% of leagues. We talked about him earlier. Tight end 1 in Tampa. Had success there. Pretty straightforward. O.J. Howard's on the IR. Brady steps into a position that he's had success this year in Tampa. He should be added everywhere. Should not be anywhere close to 49% next week. Next one's a little deeper dive. Really like this guy. He's been on a couple different teams this year. But Bruce Ellington, currently owned in 7% of leagues, with Marvin Jones looking unlikely to play on Thanksgiving and Kerryon Johnson already ruled out. The Lions are hurting for targets on offense. Ellington was that option against the Packers. 9 targets, 6 catches, 52 yards. It's not ideal, but the volume is going to be there, and that's what you look for in these matchups. I mean, less than 50% guys. I've talked about this before, that I look for guys that are going to get shots. So here's a guy that should get a chance and proved what he can do with it this past week.
I am definitely ready for greatness. That's for sure.
Yeah, greatness.
Ready for greatness.
Wager of the week.
Wager of the week.
It's the Dynasty Dad's Wager of the Week.
6-3, baby. 6-3. Didn't have to sweat the Colts one last week, man.
No, that was pretty straightforward.
Whew. I'm hot. All right. Matt, Thanksgiving is this week, and boy, I am thankful. I am incredibly thankful. I am just so thankful to be blessed by the gambling gods with this hot season I'm having with my wagers of the week. It's not easy being this good and staying humble. That's especially hard. That's why my wager this week is with quite a bit of confidence. The Dallas Cowboys are going to feast on the Washington Redskins this week. The Skins with Alex Smith aren't that good. Now, they have to play with Colt McCoy running the offense. Before last week, McCoy hadn't thrown 12 passes in a single game since December 7th of 2014. That's 4 years ago, Matt. I wasn't 30 then.
You're still beating that drum, huh?
Add in the inexperienced wide receivers the Redskins are throwing out there, the banged-up O-line, and I think we have a mouth-watering game for Cowboys backers. The boys are on a 2-game win streak and 2-1 since their Week 8 bye. Zeke is heating up. Last 2 games, he's topped 180 yards from scrimmage.
Yep.
And in each game, and three total touchdowns with that run, the last 2 games.
Yep.
Only 50 yards away from a 1,000-yard rushing season, by the way.
Yep.
And that rushing game has been huge. Dallas ranks top 5 in the league in average drive time and should pound Washington into submission. Look for the Cowboys to end this one by halftime. Dallas by 7.5. Book it.
Wow.
Book it.
They're the middle game. That's the game we usually watch.
Book it.
I'll take it. As a Cowboys fan, that would make me happy. I can't say I dislike it, but I've been disappointed by Jason Garrett and the Cowboys before. Usually they show up on Thanksgiving, though.
Colt McCoy's going to struggle. It's a short week. Dude hasn't played much.
And you didn't really mention it. Dallas' defense is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch look like the middle linebackers, or the linebackers of the future.
It could be the worst game, to watch. I don't think it's going to be entertaining at all. I think that one's going to be done.
You don't think Bears could be bad?
The Lions could very well get steamrolled. I don't think it's a good.
Oh, and Trubisky might be out.
These matchups all looked really good week 1.
Yeah.
But now, all 3 of them look like stinkers. Little stinkers.
You think, my daughter struggles with. You think the Saints and the Falcons are going to be a stinker?
Yeah, Falcons aren't that good. Saints are way better.
It's going to be
the Saints
an offensive
are hot.
game.
Nah, Saints are going to roll them. Saints are going to roll them. Bears are going to roll the Lions, and the Cowboys are easily
going to win by 7.5.
Going to smash the Redskins. That one won't be
I
close.
hope so, man. I hope so.
All right.
Are we reviewing hot takes?
Yeah, we're going to do some quick hot takes, Matt. We're going to kind of go over them, and then we are going to close out the show and go get some turkey.
All right.
Let's see. Where am I? Okay. Allen Hurns finishes third or worse in PPR fantasy points for the Cowboys wide receivers. Currently, Hurns is 4th on the Cowboys wide receiver list with just 50 points.
Wow.
Yeah. Cole Beasley leads the group with 102.
Okay.
Cooper follows with 93. And Michael Gallup has a narrow lead on Hurns by just half a point.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm looking pretty good.
Yeah. Third or worse, right? Yeah.
Yep. This one's terrible. I said Des Bryant was going to score 10 touchdowns this season. Boy, right when we had a chance, poof, out for the year.
More like pop.
I see it. Next one was Laquan Treadwell outscores Will Fuller in PPR leagues. Fuller was being drafted late in the 5th round of Dynasty startups. Treadwell is much, much later. Let's see here. 106 to 60. Will Fuller.
How bad are you going to feel when Fuller beats him and he didn't play half the year?
Yeah, as a reminder, Will Fuller is on the IR. Treadwell is still active, and I'm still sweating that one.
Yep.
40 points seems like a lot for Treadwell in the next, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Anyways, somewhere in there. I said Jameis Winston was going to finish the season as a QB1. That's top 12. No, thank you.
Ouch.
Yeah, we got to be out on that one.
Probably get benched this week.
Yeah, who knows? Wouldn't be the first time this year. I said Austin Hooper finishes the season top 6 at his position. Tight end 7 right now with 114 points.
That's pretty good.
O.J. Howard is currently tight end 6, and he's out for the year.
He's not going to finish there.
Tight end 1 and 2, Kelsey and Ertz, have over 180 points, which is a really big difference.
Yeah.
But tight end 3 is George Kittle, who has 147. Manageable, but still a hell of a stretch. So that one might be close.
Kittle's been hot, too.
I said Alex Collins vastly outplays his ADP, and I called him a top 12 running back. He is currently RB23. RB12 is Philip Lindsay, who leads by about 30 points.
Who probably wasn't getting drafted in startups.
No, he was a free agent in a lot of leagues. And especially now with Gus Bus coming around.
The Gus Bus.
Yeah. That's a train.
That is a train.
All right, here's yours. You said Josh Gordon finishes better than Jarvis Landry.
Yep.
Jarvis currently leads 131 to 94.
Mm-hmm.
Not much of a gap, but still a pretty noticeable gap.
That's all right. Jarvis hasn't had very good weeks last couple.
He's been struggling lately. You also said Deion Lewis, who was RB31 at the time, which looks crazy now, finishes higher than Derrick Henry, who was RB17. Currently, Lewis leads 115 to 78.
I will say this: Derrick Henry's gotten some play the last couple weeks, but I still am comfortable with this.
35 points is a lot if you stretch it out over 12 weeks.
I will take it.
Lamar Miller, you said finishes as an RB2 or better.
Yep.
Let's see. He is currently RB25, which is really close, with 105. Respectable.
Right there.
You said Anthony Miller finishes as the rookie wide receiver 1 and as a top 30 wide receiver.
Yep.
Overall, Miller is wide receiver 55.
Yep.
But he has caught on quite a bit lately.
Yep, he's got hot.
Double digits in all of his past 4 games with a touchdown in 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely trending the right way.
Yeah, I don't know where he is in the rookies, but I like him. I have liked him. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he can't be wide receiver 1 rookie.
Yep.
But still, he's doing right. The last one here, you had Joe Mixon finishes outside the top 20 for running back position in 2018.
Yep.
Currently, Joe Mixon is RB17.
Close.
Has about 20 points on RB20, who is Aaron Jones.
But Aaron Jones is trending in the right direction, and Joe Mixon is trending in the wrong direction. Did not have a good week last week.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I thought Joe Mixon had an okay week.
No. Did not have a top 20 week. He just it's not Joe Mixon, it's the Bengals. It's the guys that don't know what they're doing with him. He's talented, I'll give you that, but I think when I said it at the beginning of the offseason that it was more the coaching staff not knowing how to use the guy than where he's at.
Joe Mixon had a bad rushing game. He had 12 carries for 14 yards.
Yeah.
That's not a good average, or yards per carry.
Right.
He did score a touchdown, thank heaven, but he also did catch 3 of his 3 targets for 38 yards.
Yeah. So he averaged 1.1 yard a carry.
Touchdown definitely saved his
day.
saved his bottom.
So.
Yeah. All right. You
We'll
still
see.
low on? Are you still low on Joe? The rest of the way?
I'm higher on him than I was, but I still think
I'd
he
hope
finishes
so.
outside top 20.
Oh, staying strong.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that about does it for the show, Matt. Yeah. So,
Happy Thanksgiving.
yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday shopping if you're going to do Black Friday. Also, remember those people, they're retail workers. Matt and I used to work
we
in
did
retail.
that. Oh, it was awful.
We did that. We did the Black Friday thing. Just be cool.
Yeah.
Remember, half of them are seasonal employees.
You
and
may want to
really-
be there. They don't want to be there.
Yeah, they don't want to be there.
They'd rather be with their families. at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Some of them might
Or
be
sleeping.
Some of them might rather be working, but just remember, there's still people, and it's a holiday. Don't get confused. So good luck this week on your Thursday games. Good luck on your Sunday games. Remember, there's no Monday Night Football.
Enjoy that turkey.
Yeah, and enjoy that stuffing. All right, we'll see you next week.
God bless.
Thanks for hanging out with us on another episode of the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and follow us on Twitter @DynastyDads. Visit us at our website, dynastydads.com, for articles, news, and notes, Dynasty Dads gear, and more.